What makes a scene in a horror movie unforgettable? Is it the chill down your spine, the image that lingers in your nightmares, or the unsettling feeling that stays with you long after the credit rolls? Today, we dive into the darkest corners of cinema to explore 10 terrifying scenes from horror movies that continue haunting audiences. From the grotesque to the physiologically unnerving, these scenes have etched themselves into the annals of horror history. Prepare to revisit the moments that made us sleep with the lights on. And if you dare to delve deeper into the world of cinematic scares, hit that subscribe button and join us on this spine-chilling journey. Number 10. Danny floating to Mark's window. Salem's Lot. Based on Stephen King's novel, the most haunting scene is when Danny Glick, now a vampire, floats eerily to Mark Petrie's window. This adaptation, transforming a classic vampire tale into a spine-tingling TV miniseries, showcases a small-town struggle against an ancient vampire. The scene is chillingly memorable. Danny, pale and lifeless, hovers outside the window, tapping and pleading to be let in. His voice a sinister lure to his friend. Mark, aware of the horrifying truth, repels Danny with a cross, a symbol of protection against the undead. This encounter is not just about the scare, it's a poignant moment of betrayal and the loss of innocence. Number 9. The stair scene. The Grudge. The Grudge, a remake of the Japanese horror film Ju-on, is renowned for its stair scene, a masterclass in building suspense and terror. The film follows an American family moving into a house marked by a violent past. In the scene where Kyoko, a vengeful spirit, descends the stairs that cements its place in horror lore, her movement is unnatural, her body contorting as she approaches Sarah Michelle Gellar's character, Karen Davis. The scene is a visceral blend of sound and visual horror. Kayako's low, guttural cackle, her jerky, disjointed movements, and her expression of pure horror create an atmosphere of impending doom. This moment transcends typical jump scares, instilling a deep, lingering unease. Number 8. The Dream Sequence. Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th, a cornerstone of the slasher genre, is best known for its antagonist, Jason Voorhees. However, it's the dream sequence in the original movie that stands out as a defining moment of terror. The film starts as a murder mystery with no supernatural elements, building tension and suspense throughout the unknown. The climax, however, takes a shocking turn. In this dream sequence, the corpse of Jason Voorhees emerges from the lake in a sudden, jarring moment, attempting to drag the final girl into the depths. The scene is a departure from the film's established narrative, catching the audience off guard with its abrupt shift into the supernatural. It challenges the viewer's sense of reality, blurring the lines between dream and nightmare. The shock of this moment lies not just in its surprise, but in its implications. The suggestion that the horrors of the film might not be as fictional as we hope. Number 7. Damian's Birthday Party. The Omen. The Omen is a film that broke new ground in horror cinema with its exploration of the concept of the Antichrist. The scene at Damian's birthday party is particularly harrowing. In this scene, Damian, the child believed to be the son of the devil, watches as his nanny, under a malevolent influence, declares her love for him before hanging herself in front of a crowd of children. This moment is shocking not just for its graphic nature, but for the implications it carries. The nanny's act of devotion, juxtaposed with the innocent setting of a child's birthday party, creates a deeply disturbing contrast. Damian's emotionless reaction adds to the unease, as it suggests a sinister presence beneath the facade of a young boy. Number 6. Daughters Turn into a Zombie. Night of the Living Dead. George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead redefined the horror genre with its introduction of zombies. The most terrifying scene involves a young girl transforming into a zombie and attacking her family. This moment is a stark portrayal of horror invading the sanctity of the family unit. As chaos erupts, the patient's attempt to protect their daughter is met with a horrific revelation. She has turned into a zombie and is consuming her father. The girl then kills her mother, a brutal and shocking turn of events that shattered the notion of familial safety. This scene is not just about the gore of the shock value, it's a commentary on the disintegration of the traditional American family. Number 5. The Birth of the Xenomorph. Alien. Alien, directed by Ridley Scott, introduced a new level of terror in science fiction with the birth of the Xenomorph. The crew, waking from status, encountered a deadly alien parasite, leading to chaos and fear. The Xenomorph, with its acid blood and terrifying appearance, becomes a symbol of cosmic horror. The most chilling scene occurs during a dinner, a moment of camaraderie that turns into a nightmare. As a crew member writhes in agony, the alien creature bursts from his chest, a scene of raw and visceral horror. The moment is pivotal not only for its shock value, but also for its representation of the unknown and uncontrollable nature of the universe. The fear it instills goes beyond the immediate threat. It taps into the primal fear of the unknown, of what lies beyond our understanding. Number 4. The Burlap Sack. Audition. Audition, a Japanese horror film, pushes the boundaries of terror with its burlap sack scene. The story follows a widower who meets Asami, a woman with a dark secret. The film builds tension with the mysterious burlap sack, a symbol of hidden horrors. When the sack's contents are revealed, the audience is confronted with a mutilated man, a victim of Asami's sadistic tendencies. This scene is disturbing not only for its graphic nature, but also for what it represents: the deception of appearances and the darkness that can lurk beneath. Audition uses this moment to challenge our perceptions and fears, forcing us to confront the reality that sometimes the most terrifying horrors are those hidden in plain sight. Number 3. The Attic. Rec. Rec, a Spanish found-footage horror film, redefines zombie horror with its attic scene. The film, set in a quarantined apartment building, builds tension as the characters discover the source of a deadly outbreak. The climax in the attic is a shocking revelation. Patient Zero, a twisted figure born of a failed exorcism. This scene is a departure from traditional zombie narratives, blending supernatural elements with jump scares. The attic encounter is not just terrifying for its sudden shock, it's the realization of a deeper horror, the idea that the most terrifying monsters are those born from human actions. Rec uses this scene to pivot its narrative, transforming from a zombie outbreak story to a tale of supernatural terror. Number 2. The Home Video. Signs. Signs, directed by M. Night Shyamalan, explores alien invasion with a focus on suspense and psychological horror. The film's most terrifying moment occurs when Meryl, played by Joaquin Phoenix, watches a home video of an alien sighting. The scene, set during a birthday party, captures the alien crossing a path, revealing its massive and intimidating form. The brief glimpse of the alien, combined with the children's screams, creates an atmosphere of dread. The moment is effective not only for its visual horror, but for the way it plays on the fear of the unknown. Signs uses the scene to heighten the tension, making the alien invasion feel both real and imminent. Number 1. The Crab Walk. The Exorcist. The Exorcist, often hailed as the scariest movie of all time, is filled with disturbing scenes. However, the crab walk scene stands out for its sheer shock value. The film, centered around the demonic possession of a young girl, reaches a horrifying peak with this scene. Regan, the possessed child, descends the staircase in a contorted, unnatural manner, a terrifying display of the demonic force within her. This moment is unsettling, not just for its visual horror, but for what it represents: the complete loss of innocence and the transformation of a child into something monstrous. The Exorcist uses this scene to epitomize the horror of possession, showing the physical and psychological toll it takes on the victim. These 10 scenes from horror movies exemplify the genre's ability to tap into our deepest fears, leaving us haunted and unsettled. If you enjoyed this journey through cinematic terror, don't forget to subscribe for more content that explores the darker side of film.